Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 2. This has to be day number 2, week 12, fall 2024 about joining together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. If you are unable to speak, I'm about to mute your mic. Again, if you're unable to speak, I'm going to mute your mic. Please ensure that you have your writing utensils, something to write with, something to write on, and something to write with.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Also, please ensure that you have your name in the Zoom link so I could be able to know exactly who you are. All right.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. All right, let's start. So we're gonna head up. My name is Mr. Petit. Write this down for me, please. Today is what? Monday? Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 19th of November, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're going to be looking at topic is simplifying algebraic expressions. We really want to focus on distribution today, distribution property. So we're going to be looking at simplifying algebraic expressions. Oh, did we finish our rules of indices? Yes, we finished that. So we're just going to be looking at how to simplify more algebraic expressions. That's what we're going to be dealing with today. All right. Remember, please write this inside of your book. Make sure, please copy this down inside of your book. If you have any questions, please let me know. Like, make sure if you don't understand something that you make it very clear to me so I could know and I could explain it over for you again. Make sure you take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, make sure anything you have, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp so that we can do it. Okay. Once I do the notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
That's me, Paris.
Yes.
Today in school, I finally did circumference of a circle.
And
I do radius and diameter.
Oh, okay. So they finally got on it.
Yes,
okay, that's good. Was it easy for you? Or did you understand what to do?
Yes, it was easy.
That's good. Perfect. Let's begin. Let me make this smaller. So again, our goal is to simplify. Let's say that we have, let me write the instructions. So the instructions are, we want to simplify the following algebraic expressions. That's what our goal is. Simplifying the following algebraic expressions. And so let's begin. All right, question number 1. We say, let's say we have number 1, let's say we have 7, open bracket, x plus 2y close bracket plus, well, not plus, let's do subtraction. Ooh, ooh, this is going to be interesting. Minus 3. Oof. Minus 3. Open bracket. X plus 4y. And so our goal is to simplify this algebraic expression. So again, what do we have? We have 7, open bracket, x plus 2y, minus 3, open bracket, x plus 4y. Anyone have any ideas of how we're going to do this? How are we going to simplify this?
Do the brackets first.
Do the brackets first? What you mean? What could we do with the brackets?
Like solve the stuff that's inside first.
Who's it speaking?
Crimson.
How are we going to add x plus 2y? What are we going to do? Can we add x plus 2y?
Good night. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Badid.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Mickey.
Good night. Can we add x plus 2y?
No, sir.
Wait, is it like the same thing with the exponents from last class? Like where it's like no number is automatically a 1? Or no? Good night,
No.
Mrs. Badid.
No. No.
Multiply the number on the outside by the numbers on the inside.
Who's that speaking?
Trinity.
Trinity, what?
Stuart.
Trinity,
Stuart.
Stuart?
You
Anyone
have
else?
you have to distribute
Uh-huh.
the 7 times the x and
Uh.
then 7 times the 2y and then minus, and then you do the same distribution, 3 times x,
Uh-huh.
then 3 times 4y.
Uh-huh. Very good. So we're gonna distribute, right? So we're gonna take the 7, right? We're gonna take the 7. Let's use this color. So we're gonna take the 7 and we're gonna multiply it by the x, right? And then we're gonna take the 7 and we're gonna multiply it by the 2y. Right, y'all understand that? So we say 7 times x multiplied by 7 times 2y. What is 7 times x? That gives us what?
7x.
7x. Very good. It's gonna be 7x. 7x. Again, class, what is 7x? I mean, sorry, what is 7 times x? That gives us what?
7x.
7x. Very good. Now, what is 7 times 2y? It's gonna be what? 7 times 2y. What is that?
14y. 14y.
What you said, Mitchell?
People like that is they and like variables.
Shania Mitchell, you have something to say?
14y.
14y. 7 times 2y is gonna be 14y. Very good. So 14y. So we say 7 times x, which is 7x, and we say 7 times 2y, which is 14y. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense.
Yes,
So,
you will say it again, please. I just missed it.
So we say 7 times x, which is 7x. We say 7 times 2y, which is 14y. All right? That makes sense?
yeah, sure.
Now, what are we gonna do with the 3 or the negative 3? We're gonna say negative 3 times what?
X,
X gives us what?
3x,
No,
Negative 3x.
negative 3x. Yeah, negative 3x. So we have negative 3 times x, which is gonna be negative 3x. And then we have negative 3 times 4y, which gives us what? Negative what?
12y.
Negative 12. Negative 12y. All right. Class, do y'all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that before I move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I understand it.
Yes, sir.
So we
Like,
have-
I did it like in class 4 weeks ago.
So we have a -3 times x, which gives us -3x. We have a -3 times 4, which gives us what? -12, right? It's -12. So are we done? Or we have to do something else? What we have to do now?
Select the like terms.
Collect the like terms, very good. So we have to say, we're gonna say 7x combined with what? -4, a -3x. So we bring them together.
Possibility.
Oh yeah, you group up. You group up the signs and signs. Oh.
How do you get 12?
How we get 12? 3 times 4.
Okay.
3 times 4. So it's gonna be 7x, right? 7x minus what? Minus 3x, right? And then we have to group the what?
The
14y, 14y,
The y's.
and
So
12y.
we're gonna say positive 14y and negative what? 12y. So we group them together. And so we have positive 14y minus what?
12y.
Minus 12y. Very good. Does that make sense, class? Let me know if that makes sense so
Yes,
far.
sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I come
Complete
late.
terms.
I don't understand nothing you do.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. So what the first thing we do, Miss Morris, is we
Yes, sir.
take 7 times x, which gives us what?
7x,
Very good. And we say 7 times 2, which gives us what?
14. So how come you still use it again twice?
Yeah, because it's called distribution. So we take the 7 and we distribute it across the expression. So we multiply it twice. All right. So 7 times
Okay.
x, which gives us 7x.
Right,
7
right.
times 2, which gives us, 7 times 2y, which gives us 14y. That makes
Okay.
sense?
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes,
Petit.
sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
How did we?
The health organizations.
How did I what? Okay, then we say, Miss Morris, then we say -3 times x, which is what?
Negative 3x.
-3x, and then -3 times 4y, it's going to be
12.
-12y. Make sense?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. How do we get the plus sign?
The plus sign, where the plus sign is.
At the bottom.
Right there, we coming to that right now. So now we have 7x plus 14y minus 3x minus 12. What we're going to do is we're going to take the
Hey, I'm
x,
class. Hello, hello.
we're going to take the x's and group them together. So we have 7x and -3x. We group them together. And then this is positive 14y. This is positive 14y. So we take the positive 14y, right? That's how we have the plus, Chrysia,
Okay.
right? So we have the positive 14y minus what?
The
12y.
12y.
Yeah, minus 12y. And so what we have is going to be equal to what?
4x.
So 7x minus 3x is what?
4x.
It's going to be equal to 4x. See if I need to change the color. It's going to be equal to 4x. It's going to be 4x. 4x. Plus, what is 14y?
4x plus 2y.
What is 14y minus 12y?
2y.
2y.
2y. Very good. 2y. Do y'all understand this? Let me know if y'all understand this, please.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you
Yes,
understand
sir.
this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do we need another example or we could go to the great exercise now?
Another example.
Another example, please.
Another example. All right, we'll get another example.
Another example.
Mr.
Yes.
Petit, I did this inside grade 7 before. I understand this.
You understand that?
And
Okay.
there's not a second one.
Simple work.
Simple work. Okay, cool. Okay, Jeremiah. All right, so let's do another.
It's light work. No yapping. No yapping.
Okay, all right, sure. I can't wait till the great exercise. Number 2. So we have 8, open bracket, x plus x plus 3y close bracket minus 4 open bracket x plus 5y. All right. And so let's go ahead and do this. What's the first thing that we're gonna do, class? What's the first thing we're gonna do? What's the first thing we're gonna do?
Distribute the 8.
Distribute the 8. So it's gonna be 8 multiplied by what?
X.
X. So we have 8 multiplied by x, which gives us what?
8x.
8x, very good. By the way, are y'all writing this down? Let me know if you're writing this down, please. Are y'all writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The rest of you, are y'all writing this down? Who didn't answer? Are y'all writing this down? Let me know.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, good. So we have Jeremiah rule. Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have 8 times x, which gives us what? 8x. And then we have 8 times 3y. And 8 times 3y is what? What is 8 times 3y?
24 by.
Yeah, 24.
24. 24y. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah rule, are you there? Where's Jeremiah rule? Jeremiah rule.
Yes, sir.
What is 8 times x?
8 times x. Hey.
What is 8 times x? It's right there. It's right there. What is 8 times? What is 8 times x?
20.
No, 8 times x is 8x. You see that?
Oh, yes, sir.
What is 8 times 3? What is 8 times 3? It's right there.
24.
24. So let's try it again. What is 8 times x?
8x.
And what is 8 times 3?
24.
Very good. So it's 8x plus 24y. And what else we gonna do, class? What else we gonna do?
-4. -4. Distribute.
-4.
X.
-4 multiplied by x. And
That
then
should be 4x.
let me change this color. So it's gonna be blue. So we have -4 multiplied by what? X. It's gonna be what?
4x.
Negative
-4x.
-4x. -4x. Right. So we have -4 multiplied by x, which is going to be -4x. And then we have -4 multiplied by what? Y, which gives us what? Negative what? Negative 20y. Yeah, -20y. All right. All right. Are we done?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No. What we have to do now?
No, sir.
Excuse me.
Put,
Means now the 8x and a 4x.
What we have to do now?
Bring down the 8x and
put
4x.
everything in order, like
Yeah.
everything in order with the signs.
Yeah, so group them, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be
X,
8x,
from 8x subtract 8x subtract
8x,
4x.
yeah, minus 4x, yeah,
Negative 4x.
negative 4x. So we have to bring them together, right?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be equal to,
Negative. Wait, no.
so
Wait, no, that could be
8x,
positive 4. Yeah,
8x.
positive 4, positive 4.
Why are you saying positive 4? Isn't it
I
minus?
redid the equation.
Yeah, 8x minus what? 4x,
Minus
4x.
4x. Okay. And then what else we doing now? It's gonna be what?
put in the 24y
Positive
and
24y,
the negative 20y.
negative 20y. Very good. So it's gonna be 24y minus 20y. So it's gonna be plus 24y
Excuse me,
minus
Petit.
what? Minus 1 second. Minus 20y. Okay. And that equals to what? That equals to what?
4x.
8x minus 4x is what?
4y.
4x, 4x,
4x
4x.
plus 4y.
And 24 minus
4y.
20 is what?
4y.
Plus what?
4.
4 plus what? 4y. All right, can we simplify this further?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Why not?
Because
They're
the
two different letters.
they different.
Yeah, the variables are not the same, right? The variables are not
Excuse
the
me,
same.
Petit.
Go ahead, Antoine.
It keep on my end. It keep cutting out and freezing and kicking me out. I write this down, but I don't know what we doing.
Okay. Well, the first thing we do, Antoine, we say 8 times x, which gives us what?
8x.
And we say 8 times 3, which gives us what?
24.
So it's going to be 8x plus 24y. Then we say negative 4 times x, which gives us what?
4x.
Negative 4x. And then we have negative 4 times 5, which gives us what?
Negative 20.
Negative 20y. That makes sense? The first line makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then we say 8x. We group the like terms. So we say 8x minus 4x. So again, we have 8x minus 4x, right? So we have to subtract. So 8x minus 4x, right? That makes sense. And then
Yes,
we
sir.
say 24y minus 20. 24y minus 20. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we have 8x minus 4x, which gives us what?
4x.
Good. And we have 24y minus 20y, which gives us what?
4y.
4y. And so we get 4x plus 4y, and that's our final answer. That's our final answer because we cannot continue any further. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Class, does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Like work
Yeah.
now, y'all can.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I want y'all to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if you only have like one number with one letter, right? Like X, but the rest of the numbers is have a different letter next to it.
If it's unlike terms, you cannot add or subtract, right? It's unlike. If it's unlike, you can't add or subtract.
Yes, sir.
Um, Okay, where is Wyatt? Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
You understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah, do you understand how to do this? Jeremiah rule?
Yes, sir.
And have you written this? Have you written this down and sent it to me, Jeremiah?
Yes, yes, sir. I send it to you.
Okay, and Trinity Cash, what number you on? Are you finished?
I'm finished. I send it to you.
Trinity Stewart, you finished?
No, sir.
Trayvon Cambridge, are you finished as yet? Tori Miller, where's Tori Miller? Tori Miller, can you hear me? Tori Miller, can you hear me? Tori Miller, can you hear me? I can't hear from Tori Miller. Tanaya, you finished with this? That's Tanaya. Stevania Rule, where's Stevania?
Yes, sir.
Are you finished?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Stanley, you finished?
But they don't tell studies today, right?
No. Stanley, where's Stanley? Stanley, where's Stanley? Stanley Eugene, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you finished?
Yes, sir.
Say it again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
I don't know. I guess some customers aren't the priority.
All right, let's go ahead and do a great exercise on this. So we have, let me do this like this. Oopsies. Let's do it like this. Cloud drawings. Okay, so let's move on. It's gonna be graded exercise number 1. So I want you to do these 3 on your own. Let me write them on the board. Once you finish with it, I need you to send in your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can go over it together. So the instructions here is to simplify the following algebraic expressions. All right, let's go ahead and answer these questions. So let's say I give you say we have number 1. I want red. Number 1. Let's say we have 9 open bracket x plus 4y close bracket minus 2 open bracket x plus 5y, x plus 5y close bracket. Then we have number 2. We have 7 open bracket x plus 5y close bracket minus 3 open bracket x plus 2y, x plus 2y number 3. We have 10 open bracket 2a plus b minus 4 open bracket a plus 3b. No, let me not make that 4. Let's say this is let's say this is 2a. 2 times 3 is like, yeah, good. All right, perfect. I need you to do these on your own. Anicia, what number are you on? Where's Anicia? What number you on? What number are you on?
I just reached home. I haven't started yet.
Okay. Destiny, what number you on?
Number 1.
D'Angelo Smith, what number you on? D'Angelo Smith, what number you on?
Number 1.
D'Angelo Smith, where's D'Angelo Smith?
Yes, sir, I am number 2.
Number 2, you understand what to do?
Sir.
Freddie, what number you on? Freddie, what number you on? Freddie, what number you on?
I on number 3.
Number 3, okay. Do you understand what to do, Freddie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Gilriana, what number you on?
Number 2.
Ivory, Mackenzie, what number you on?
Number 1.
You understand what to do?
Yes, so.
Ivan Green, what number you on?
He's still on number 1.
Do you understand what to do, Ivan?
Not fully.
Not fully. Did you see the examples?
No, sir. I joined late.
You didn't see the examples I just showed?
I saw some of it, but I didn't know why you explain it.
Did you write it down?
I did start to.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go over it and then I'm gonna show you how to do it. Jeff Tanique Murphy, where's Jeff Tanique Murphy? Jeff Tanique Murphy. Jaden Bratchador, where's Jaden?
Yeah, so
What number you on?
number 3.
Number 3. And Jeremiah Rule. Where's Jeremiah Rule? I can't know if I'm Jeremiah. Jeremiah Johnson, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What number you on, Jeremiah?
Number 2.
Have you been coming to classes? Or no?
It's the option for last couple of weeks and last couple of days because I was sick.
Or you were ill? Okay. But do you understand what we're doing today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need you to take a picture of your notes and send them to me. Were you here yesterday?
No, sir.
Okay. I need you to send in your work and take a picture of your notes and send it to me, okay?
Already did.
Right, did. What number you on now?
Number 2.
Okay, and Cameron, what number you on?
Finishing up number 3.
Finishing up number 3. Kylie and Kyla, what number y'all on? Kylie and Kyla, what number y'all on? Kylie and Kyla, what number y'all on? Kylie and Kyla, can y'all hear me? Let me know, please. Kylie and Kyla. Is there anyone who's finished? Is there anyone who's completed all 3? Anyone who's finished all 3?
I am. I'm going to message, put it in the chat now.
Okay, anyone else who's finished with all 3?
I am.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, Xavier Cooper, what number you on? Xavier Cooper, what number you on? Xavier Cooper, what number you on? Where's Xavier Cooper? Alexander Pentar, do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone who's completed? Is there anyone who's completed?
I am.
Yes, sir.
Who's that?
I am.
Priscilla?
Yes, sir.
Samaya?
Yes,
Ernie?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's Crimson.
Yes, sir.
Samaya? Are you done?
I'm finishing right now.
I'm finished.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and answer these questions. Again, let's go ahead and answer these questions. So for number 1, what y'all have for number 1? Do me a favor, put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Put the answers inside the chat. What y'all have for number 1? What y'all have for number 1? Good night. What y'all have for number 1?
I have
What y'all have for number 1?
7x plus 26y.
7x plus 26y. Anyone else? What do y'all have for number 1?
7x
I
plus
have
26.
7x plus 8y.
I have 7x plus 26y.
7x plus
I have
26y.
7x plus 46y.
7x plus 46y.
I typed it out to you.
Type in the chat. 7x plus 26y. 7x plus 29y. 7x, 4x plus 34y.
I have 7
40y.
plus 8y.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's answer it together. So we have, we're gonna say, use a blue. So we have 9 times x, which gives us what?
9x.
9x Then we have, where is Evan? Evan, can you hear me? Evan Green.
Yes, sir.
We have 9 times x, which is what? Evan Green, what is 9 times x?
Pardon?
What is 9 times x? Let's write down.
And 9 times x.
It's 9x, right?
Mm.
Pardon?
Yes, sir.
Then we have, 1 second, then we have 9 times 4, which is what? What is 9 times 4? 9 times 4 is going to be 36. It's going to be 36y. Do y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we have 9 times x, which is 9x. Then we have 9 times 4, which is 36y. Evan, you understand that? Where's Evan? Evan Green, can you hear me? I don't know where you going. Then we have, negative 2 times x, which is what? Negative 2x. Right? Then we have negative 2 times 5y, which is going to be what?
10y.
Negative 10y. Negative 10y. Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And so we have, it's going to be equal to, we have the group of the like terms, right? So we have 9x and negative 2x. We bring them together. It's going to be what? 9x minus what? Minus 2x. Good. And then we are going to take this, the 36y. It's going to be 36y. 36. So plus 36y. Minus what?
10y.
Minus 10y. Minus 10y. And so we have 9x minus 2x is what gives us what?
7x.
7x. And we have, it's going to be plus. What is 36 minus 10?
26.
26.
26. 26. So it's going to be 26 what?
26y.
26y.
Did anyone get 7x plus 26y?
I
No, no,
did.
did anyone get
I
that?
did.
I did.
Anyone get that?
I did.
Good. Ivan
Oh,
Green.
me.
Where's Ivan Green?
Hey, Joe.
Do you understand how we got 7x plus 26y?
Something like that, but I need one more example.
Okay, let's do another one. So Ivan, what is 7 times x?
7x.
7x, very good. By the way, the rest of you, put your answer for number 2 in the chat, please. Put your answer for number 2 in the chat. What is 7 times 5?
35.
35, so it's going to be 35 what? 35 y.
Y.
Good. Then we have what? Negative 3 times x, which gives us what?
3x, negative 3x.
Negative 3x, very good. Then we have a negative 3 times 2y. What is negative 3 times 2y? That can give us what? I'm sorry. Negative what? Negative 3 times 2 is what?
Negative 6.
Negative 6y. That makes sense?
As a
Good. So we have 7 times x, which is 7x. 7 times 5, which is 35. Negative 3 times x, which is negative 3x. And negative 3 times 2y is negative what? 6y. It's going to be equal to, we group the like terms, right? So it's going to be 7x and negative 3x. We group these together. It's going to be 7x minus what? 3x.
Negative 3x.
Yeah. And then we have what?
35y.
Positive 35y minus
Negative 6y.
negative 6y. We group them together. So we have positive 35y minus what?
Negative 6y.
Minus 6y. Very good. All right. And so what we have now, it's going to be what? It's going to be equal to, what is 7x minus 3x? 7x minus 3x.
4x.
4x. 4x. Right? Plus, what is 35y minus 6y?
29y.
35y minus
6y, 29y, right?
35y minus 6y.
29y.
29y, very good.
Is
29y.
it a...
I didn't say you were wrong.
Oh.
I didn't say you were wrong. So 4x plus 29y, you understand this now?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, do we understand it? Did we get this? 4x plus 29y?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I got a little
Sir.
confused.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Petit,
Yes, sir.
I'm not very confident about number 3.
Did y'all get number 1 and 2 right though? Did y'all get number 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it right, please put a tick. Now let's do anyone want to help me with number 3? Any brave soul want to help me with number 3?
No.
I got blue.
Go ahead, Caleb.
Okay, I think you multiply 10 by 2.
2a, that gives us what?
28.
20a, very good. 20a. Okay, good. What else we have?
Then you have 10 plus b.
10 times b, which is what?
10b.
10b, very good. 10b. What else?
Then you put the negative 2a,
Mm-hmm.
plus 3b.
It's gonna be negative 2 times a, which is negative 2a. What else? Negative 2 times 3 is what?
6b.
Negative 6b. Very good. Negative 6b. All right. Does that make sense to you? So what are we gonna do at this point?
Put all the letters together.
Put all the letters together. So it's gonna be.
You, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
It's me, Bars. I understand what nothing you just said.
You understand that? Did you get the first 2 right?
Yeah, so.
Okay.
I think I get the third one right.
So Paris, 10 times 2a is what?
28.
28. 10 times b is?
10 times B is 10B.
Good. Negative 2 times a is what?
28. I mean,
No.
2A, sorry.
Negative 2a, yes. And then negative 2 times 3b is going to be what?
6B.
Negative 6b. You understand that so far?
That's all.
Good. Now let's group them. Let's group them. So we have, it's going to be 20a and negative 2a. It's going to be that. It's going to be equal to, we have 20a. So 20a minus what? Minus 2a. And what else we have? We have
10B.
10b, and what? 6b, right? We bring them together. So it's going to be plus what? Plus
10B
plus 10b, very good. Minus what?
minus 6B.
Minus 6b. And so this is going to be equal to what? 20a
18A.
minus 2a is going to be what?
18A
18a. Very good. 18a plus
plus
10b minus 6b is what?
4B.
10b minus 6b is what?
4B.
4b. So it's going to be 18a plus 4b. Anyone got this right? Anyone got
I
this
Yes,
did.
right?
sir.
Anyone got this right?
I did.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I
Very
did.
good. Anyone else got this right?
I got it half
Miss
right because
Petit,
I just
Anyone?
Miss
Spanish.
B, can
I
I be,
got it.
can I come back?
Yes, we can. Anyone got one wrong? Anyone got
I
one
got
wrong?
everything right.
Mr. Petit, I
I
added
did.
20 to the
I got
Technically,
calculated one number.
Anyone?
All right.
technically, I didn't get one wrong. I get all right because I knew the last one.
Okay,
I added the 20A with the 2A.
you added it. Oh, wow. All right, put I inside the chat if you understand. Put I inside if you understand. Put an I in the chat if you understand how to do it. Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do it. Put an N if you do not understand. Put an I if you understand. Put an N if you do not understand. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna mute my mic. Give me 1 second, please. I'm coming right back. Give me 1 second. All right. What I need you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you've already done that, then we can move forward. Akira, where's Akira? Akira? Where's Akira? Which part don't you understand? Did you get any right? Akira, where's Akira? Which part don't you understand? Akira, what part don't you understand? Let me know, please. Or let me know if you understand it. I can't understand. I just need a couple more examples. Okay, I understand. Okay, no problem. All right, so good, perfect. Okay, let's move on from this. Let me clear our drawings. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. So this is just distribution. When we do something like that, this is just distributing the to get it. All right. 1 second. Let's move on to the other examples. So let's say, so I know some people say they need more examples. So let's do another one. If you already know how to do it, if you think you already know how to do it, then what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and actually write the answer in the chat. Still do it in your book, but actually write the answer inside the chat. So this is more examples here. So let's continue. So again, our goal is to simplify. simplify. All right. Are we ready? Let's do this. All right. Condoleezza, you say you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right along. Let's move on to.
I understand it a little bit though.
Well, let's do these examples then. I'm gonna call this what, the third example. Let's call this number 3. This one is going to be, I think easier. So let's say we have 2a plus b. All right, 2a plus b minus 3a. So 2a plus b minus 3a plus 4a plus 4a plus b. So we have 2a plus b minus 3a plus 4a plus b. That's what we have for this one. And then number 4, let's say we have 3x plus y, 3x plus y minus 4x minus 4x. By the way, that is an x. That is an x. Minus 4x plus 5y plus 5x, sorry, plus y. So we have 3x plus y minus 4x plus 5x plus y. Okay. If you understand, if you know what to do and you already understand what to do, put your answers inside the chat for me, please. If you understand what to do, put your answers inside the chat. Devin Bar, are you writing this down? Devin Bar, are you writing this down? Where's Devin Bar? Devin Bar, are you writing this down? I can't hear from Devin. Devin Bar, are you there? Keon Parker, where's Keon? Keon Parker? Keon Parker, can you hear me? Or Keon Parker?
Yes, sir.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do number 3 together. What's the first thing we're gonna do for number 3? We're gonna group the what?
Group the numbers.
Okay, so what do you have here? It's gonna be what? Keon, what's gonna be? Hello, Keon, can you hear me? It's gonna be what? Hello, Keon, can you hear me? Keon Parker? I wonder if he could hear me. I can't hear from him. I don't know where he went. Keon, can you hear me? Oh, I think he got cut off. Markeo, are you there? Markeo, can you hear me? Where's Markeo? Jeremiah Rule, are you there? Where's Jeremiah Rule? Jeremiah Rule, are you there? Jeremiah Rule, are you there?
Yes, sir. My mic wasn't doing.
Okay, so Jeremiah, What's the first thing that we do?
We take away 2 times A.
So we group the like terms together, right?
Good night, good night, good night.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we group the like terms together.
Yes, sir.
1 second. So we group the 2A and the 3A, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Then what else we gonna do at this point?
And then you wanna take away 4.
So we have to deal with the B's now, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be what? B plus what?
Plus 4.
B plus what?
Plus B 4.
B. Oh, you know what we forgot?
Plus
1 second. You know what we forgot, class?
Mr. Petit, what happened to the 4A?
Yeah, the 4A. Yeah, the 4A. I forget all about the 4A. 1
I'm right
second.
here talking to myself.
Got the 4A. Jeremiah, we can't forget the 4A. All right, so we have to bring that down the 4A.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's gonna be what? Plus what?
4A.
4A. All right, good. Next, what do we have? It's gonna be B. All right, B plus B.
Plus B.
All right, plus what? Plus B. All right. Next, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We have.
Then you want to put 2 again.
So what is 2A and negative 3A? 2A and negative 3A. That's gonna be
Yes,
what?
sir.
Negative 1.
Negative 1A. Negative 1A. Plus what? Plus what? You bring down the
Plus 4A.
4A. 4A. And then we do.
I multiplied.
No, you're not supposed to multiply. Then we do B plus B. What is B plus B? That's what?
Plus 2B, right?
Yeah, B
2B.
plus B is 2B. 2B. Now, some people may be wondering how we got negative 4, how we got negative 1A. Do y'all know how we got negative 1A?
Because the 3 is bigger than the 2.
Mm-hmm. The 3 is bigger than 2, so we take the sign of the bigger number. Where is Jeremiah?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Not Jeremiah rule.
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got negative 1A?
Yes, I get it now.
So we say 2A minus 3A. That gives us what? Negative 1A.
1A.
Right? And it has to be
Negative 1A.
negative because we take the sign of the bigger number. All right. Next,
Yes, sir.
we say negative 1A plus 4A. And that gives us what?
Positive
That give you 5A.
3A. Positive 3A.
Positive what?
3A.
Positive 3A. It's going to be positive 3A.
I want to encourage you to look for someone. But like I said, plan to keep it close, to keep studying little after because it helps.
So it's going to be.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. May I be
Yes.
excused, please?
Yes, you can. So we have 3A plus what?
2B.
3A plus what?
2B.
Plus 2B. Plus 2B. Y'all understand how I got negative 1A plus 4A is 3B, 3A? Y'all know that?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
The reason is all you could do is you could do draw circles. So you could say, okay, how did I get it? Well, we have 4A, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4A, right? And that's positive. 4A, and that's positive. Then we have 1A, but 1A is what? 1A is what? Negative, right? So then positive and the negative cancels out. So we just left with positive 3a. Do y'all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Y'all get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have
Yes, sir.
3a plus 2b. Daniel, you don't understand? Which part don't you understand?
Canceling part for the positive plus. I go.
Okay. Okay, so you have negative 1, right? Negative 1a, and you have 4a, right? So negative 1a, and you have 4a. So the 4a is positive. So that means that you're looking at positive 4. So since we have positive 4, what did I do? Well, since we have positive 4, what I did was I put 4 plus signs. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then I have negative 1a. So since I have a negative 1a, I put 1 negative sign. Okay. And then so the positive and the negative going to cancel each other. So it leaving me with 3 a's or 3 positives. So it's going to be 3a. Does that make sense now? Or no? Good. Okay, and then we have 3a plus 2b. And that's our final answer. All right.
Well, it would be negative 3a though, because as the 1 is in the front of the 4.
No, you take the sign of the bigger number. In this case, the bigger number is 4.
Can I try the next one?
Yes, sir.
Understand that? Okay. By the way, do we understand how we got number 3? Let me know if y'all understand that, please. Let me know if y'all understand how we got number 3.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone who do not understand how we got number 3, do not. If you do not understand how we got number 3, please let me know. If you do not understand, please let me know. Okay. Go ahead, Sashanik. Help me with number 2. I mean number 4.
So we are going to bring down all the x's. So we're
Okay.
gonna say 3x.
1 second. So let's do that. There's gonna be 1 second, 1 second. So it's gonna be what?
3x minus 4x
Good.
plus
Plus
5.
what? Plus 5x. Good. So we have 3x is gonna be equal to 3x. What else?
Minus 4x.
Minus 4x.
Plus 5.
Plus 5x. Good.
Then we're gonna do the same for the y's because, okay, y plus y.
So we group together the y. So it's gonna be
Y plus y.
y plus y. So it's gonna be plus y. And this is gonna be what?
Y
plus y. Okay, so now we have that. What are we gonna do now at this point?
We have to subtract the x. We have to add the x. So 3x minus 4x equals to negative 1x because
Very good.
we take the sign from the bigger number.
Very good.
So that's 1x.
So 3x minus 4x is 1x.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we take the sign of the bigger number.
Yes, sir.
Good. And then what do you do at this point?
Plus 5x.
Plus 5x.
Plus 2y because y plus y equals 2y.
Very good. Y plus y is 2y. So that's going to be y plus y, which just gives us what?
2y.
2y.
And then
And so we have what?
we have continue.
Continue, yeah.
Okay, so negative 1x plus 5x equals 4x
Yes. 4x
plus 2y.
plus 2y. Very good.
Thank you.
Anyone got 4x plus 2y? Let me know if y'all got that, please. 4x plus 2y.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you got that, please. 4x plus
Yes,
2y.
I got that.
Um, okay. Please put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Put an N if you still don't understand how to do this. Put an N if you still don't understand how to do it. Please do not lie on my live stream. If you do not understand, let me know if you do not understand. If you understand, please put a I.
Easy, light work. Reaction.
I if you understand, and N if you do not understand what to do.
I don't understand the good evening. Excuse me, Steve.
Good night.
Me, Chanel, and Eric have to go.
Okay, no problem. I don't know who's Crimson, you don't understand?
Half and half.
Half and half. Which part don't you understand?
Like, I still don't get the positive and the negatives. I understand how we get the -1, but like, I don't understand how we get like the answer and stuff.
Okay, no problem. Tyreek, do you understand? Tyreek, do you understand? Where's Tyreek?
I'm sorry, my laptop was shrinking.
Tyreek, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp?
I was completing the last one and I sent it now.
Please take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Some people still do not understand, so we're gonna do another one. The reason why I think a lot of you are not understanding it is because you don't understand how to subtract negative numbers. That's the problem. So you need to go on YouTube and go on how to subtract negative numbers. All right, because that's the problem right there. Some of you still don't understand how to subtract negative numbers. Once you know how to subtract negative numbers, then you could be able to answer these questions easily. All right, let's do 2 more examples. Again, for these ones, if you understand how to do it, you can go right ahead and put your answers inside the chat for these ones, if you already know how to do it.
We have to write it down if we already understand.
Yes, write it down for me, please. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer these questions for me. Like I said, the biggest problem is you need to know how to divide, subtract negative numbers. So let me clear all drawings for this. Okay. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, let's do 2 more. 2 more. Some more examples. And if you do not understand, please let me know. Do not have me doing the examples and you still don't understand. If you do not understand, please let me know. More examples, simplify. Okay, so we have y'all have this one down, right? Y'all have this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's say we have this number 5. Let's say we have 2p plus 3z minus 3p plus 8p plus z. That's number 5. Number 6. Let's try out number 6. If you know that, if you know that the answer is, then you can automatically do it. If you don't, we can do it together. Number 6. Let's say we have 7h plus 4m minus 8h plus 2h plus 3m. Again, if you already know how to do this, you can go ahead and do it. If you do not, then I need you to follow along with me. Daxia Smith, where's Daxia Smith? Do you understand what to do? Daxia Smith, do you understand what to do? Where's Jeremiah Thurston? You understand what to do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Kate and Dean, you understand what to do? Kate and Dean,
Yes, sir.
you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Nateo Green, do you understand what to do? Nateo,
Yes, sir.
do you understand what to do, Nateo?
Yes, sir.
Who is J Boss? J Boss, who's that? What's your name, J Boss? I don't know your name. I don't know why you would put that. I don't know why you would put. Why in the world did you put your name as J Boss and think that I'm going to allow you to speak? I don't understand that. Who is that? Who is J Boss? I don't know who that is. If you come with weird names, there's no way I can allow you to speak. That doesn't even make no sense to me. Jeremiah Rule, did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
What you got? Do you understand what to do, Jeremiah?
Yes, sir. I get it.
You getting it? Do you understand how to do it? That's my question.
Yes, sir.
You want to sound certain? Let's go ahead and answer it.
When you do it, can you help me with question 5, please?
I want Jeremiah to help me with that.
Okay.
I don't think he get it. What y'all got for number 5 anyway?
I got 7p plus 4z.
Say it again.
7p plus 4z.
7p plus
I
4.
got the same thing.
Anyone else?
Same.
I got the same thing.
I did.
Okay.
I got the same.
Same thing.
Okay. So let's go ahead and answer this. Where's Jeremiah rule? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So let's group the like terms. We have what? 2p,
2p,
negative 3p, right? Plus what else?
yes, sir.
8p, right?
Plus 8p,
We bring them down. So we have 2p, right? What else?
negative
Ne
3p,
negative 3p,
plus 8p,
plus what?
8p,
Plus 8p, good. So we have to group the p's together, and then after that, after we already group the p's together, we have to group the z's together. So let's go ahead and group the z's together. So it's gonna be what? Plus what? 3z
plus 3z,
plus what?
plus
C.
z,
So we bring them together. So it's gonna be plus
2z,
3z, right?
plus 3z,
Plus what? Plus z, right?
plus z.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Next, what we're gonna do, we're going to do what? What is 2p minus 3p?
1p.
P.
Not 1p, not 1p.
P.
Not
Negative.
negative 1p.
Oh,
Negative 1p.
I didn't see that negative.
Jeremiah, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Negative 1p. We bring down the what? We bring down the 8p, right? And then we have to do 3z plus z. What is 3z plus z? That's gonna give us what?
4Z.
4z. 4z. So we have 3z plus z is 4z. So you have negative 1p plus 8p plus 4z. Next, what are we gonna do? Next, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna add the 1p and 8p.
Very good. We're gonna add the negative 1p and the 8p. So let's add these two. Negative 1p and 8p is gonna be what?
7p, right?
That's gonna be what?
7p.
7p. 7p. It's gonna be 7p. That's gonna be equal to 7p. And then we have to add what? 7p plus what?
4p.
Plus 4z.
4z.
Plus 4z. 7p plus 4z. Good. Does that make sense? Did anyone get this right? Let me know if y'all got this right.
I did.
I did.
Yes, sir.
I did.
Excellent. Excellent. Good. Correct.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Zion.
My iPod tone died, so can you send me the notes, please?
What happened? You can't charge it?
No, sir.
Why?
Because my charger is in there right now.
Okay, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What y'all got for number 6?
I got
1H
1H
plus 7M.
What it is?
1H
1H plus 7M.
1H plus 7M. Let's see if that's correct. So the first thing we're gonna do, where's Nateo? Where's Nateo? Nateo, can you hear me? Where's Nateo? Are you there, Nateo? For some reason I can't hear from Nateo. Ivory, where's Ivory? Mackenzie?
Yes, sir.
What's the first thing we're gonna do?
We gotta group all the H's.
So we have 7H, right?
Yes, sir.
Then we have what?
8H.
Negative 8H. What else?
Plus 2H.
Plus 2H. Good.
And then we gotta put all the M's together.
And we gotta put all of the M's together. It's gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
4M. And what?
Plus 4M.
Yeah, those two. So 4M and 3M. It'll be plus 4M. Oh, these too big. Oh my goodness. So it's gonna be
Mr. Petit, I'm so sorry. May I be excused for 1 second, please?
yes, you can. So it's gonna
Thank
be
you. I'll be back.
4M plus what?
3M.
Plus 3M. And what do we have after that? It's gonna be what?
Oh, you gotta subtract 7H from
So
8H.
negative
Well,
7H.
subtract 8H from 7H, and then they give you -1.
Very good. So 7H minus 8H is gonna be what?
Negative 1H.
Negative 1 what?
H.
H. Plus, because we subtract, let me take the sign of the bigger number. Plus what?
2H.
2H.
2H, very good.
Plus 7M.
Plus
7M.
we add these two. It's gonna be what? We add these two and it's gonna be what? 7M.
7M.
7M, good. Trinity Cash, where's Trinity Cash? Do you understand this?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Go ahead, finish Ivory.
Oh, and then -1H plus 2H
Very
is
good.
positive 1H.
It's gonna be equal to negative 1H plus 2H is gonna be equal to positive 1H.
1H.
Very good. Plus what?
7M.
7M. Indeed, we know that 1H is the same thing as what? H. So it's H plus 7M. All right. Do we understand this? Let me know if you understand this, please.
So
Yes, sir.
You sure y'all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Laura Green, do you understand this?
No, sir.
Laura, you don't understand this?
No, sir.
So why you didn't ask the question earlier, Laura? What happened?
My mic wasn't working.
Chanel
Just...
Mitchell, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Brianna Moss, do you understand this? Brianna Moss, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Dior, do you understand this?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Good. Dior, where's Dior? Dior, do you understand this? Can I from Dior? Freddie, do you understand this? Freddie, where's Freddie? Freddie, can you hear me? And Isaiah Brown, do you understand this, Isaiah?
yes, sir.
Okay, we're good. Put an I inside the chat if you understand this. Put an I inside the chat if you understand this. Put an N if you do not. Put an N if you do not. Put an I if you understand. Put an N if you do not. So we could know.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Hold up. Mr.
You
Petit, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
My answer still right. I have 1H plus 7M.
1H plus 7M is the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
You can send me the notes from earlier, please. I just got back.
Who's this speaking?
Jaden branch it off.
Jaden branch. Okay, no problem. I can.
Me too, but at the end of class, I have to take a screenshot because my mom isn't here now.
Okay, no problem. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. So we have remove this. That's gonna be moved. There are drawings. Okay, good, perfect. So let's go ahead and do a grid exercise on this. Grid exercise. Number 1. Well, that's number 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The instructions are simply to simplify. So you want to simplify the following algebraic expressions. This is going to be 6y minus 4x plus, see? No. 6y plus 4x minus 7y plus 9y plus
Mr.
2x.
Because I just want my son's school book and still some.
Say it again.
I think I understand because I went in my son's school book just now and I saw some.
Okay, no problem.
Of this.
Okay, next we have 2d. Sorry, let me put this in. Let me insert this. Next is going to be 2d plus 3e minus 3d plus 6d plus e. Number 3, we have, again, six f plus 8g minus 7f plus 3f plus
Yes, but did you go back to the
6g.
last slide to again, please?
Yes, I can. So it's going to be 7. Let me change this. It's going to be insert 8k plus 4s minus 9k plus 2k plus 3s. And finally, number 5, we have 10 Q plus 3 W minus 3Q, 4Q, 5Q plus 8Q plus 4W. All right, just those 5 that I want us to do. I want you to actually do this one in your book. So you want to do this in your book. Again, I want you to do this in your book for me. Oh, yes. This is the previous one. Quickly take a picture of that for those of you who don't know how to do the other one.
All right.
You got it? Trinity Cash, what number you on? Trinity Cash, what number you on? Trinity Cash.
I'm
what
number 4.
Wyatt, what number you on? Wyatt, what number you on?
2.
2. Good day. Tiffany Morris, where's Tiffany? What number you on?
Yeah.
What number you on?
I am number 2.
Xavier Miller, what number you on?
Number 4.
You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Chanel Penn, what number you on?
Number 2.
Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Shavette Harris, what number you on?
Number 3.
Good. Sharice Gator, where's Sharice Gator? What number you on? Sharice Gator, what number you on?
Number 2.
Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Sharon Gator, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2, okay. Samaya with an I. YAH.
I'm number 4.
Okay. Rodrigo Roll, what number you on?
Number 4.
Ronaldo King, you understand what to do? Ronaldo? Ronaldo King, do you connect? Where's Ronaldo King? Ronaldo King, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Tori, where's Tori? Tori Miller, are you there? Tori Miller, are you there? Tori Miller. Tori Miller, are you there? Where's Tori Miller? Canada from Tori. Tori Miller, are you there? Ronaldo King, what number you on, Ronaldo? And
Number 3.
number 3. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Tori Miller, where's Tori Miller? What number you want, Tori? Mateo Green, what number you on? Mateo.
Number 3.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
You didn't send me any notes.
I can send them
When you gonna send them?
when I finish this.
Okay. And Markeo, what number you on? Markeo, where's Markeo? Markeo, can you hear me? Go ahead.
I was supposed to tell you, I know
how to do the work, but I just don't know how to do the working. I just get the work right, but I don't know the working.
Well, you have to show working. We're gonna do it over, and I need you to pay attention, all right? So you could show the working. You have to be paying attention, Laura, otherwise you won't get it. All right?
I just pay attention. That's how I get the answer.
Excuse me,
But
Mr.
you have to
Petit.
show the working. You have to show the working as a part of it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jamo Hamilton.
I just reached, and I don't know what we're doing, but I can catch on to it though.
Okay, we are answering these questions. Is there anyone who's finished with this? Is there anyone who's finished?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
finished.
Okay,
Yes,
if
sir.
you
I
ready,
am.
if you're ready finished and you ready send me the work, y'all finished and y'all send the work yet?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, put your answers in the chat for me, please. Put your answers in the chat for those who are finished and sent the work in already. Alexia Brown, where's Alexia Brown? What number you on, Alexia Brown? And Alicia Smith. Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Alicia Smith. Can't hear from you. Crispin Rogers, what number you on, Crispin?
Number 3.
You understand what to do?
So
Okay, and Alondra Parker, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Destiny Johnson, what number? Destiny Johnson, what number you on?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4, that's good. Ivan Green, what number you on? Ivan Green, what number you on, Ivan? Where's Ivan Green? Ivan Green, can you hear me? Where's Ivan Green? Genesis, what number you on?
May I use the restroom, Mr. Petit?
Yes, we can. Kanan, where's Kanan? Kanan, what number you on?
Number 5.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Cavani Seymour, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Jeremiah Rule, are you finished?
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. Malicio Dorset, where's Malicio? Are you there, Malicio?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I'm number 4, going number 5.
Okay, where's Vincent? Vincent, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I finished.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's
I'm
go ahead.
finished.
Finish?
Do you need me to send
Yeah.
our
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, let's go ahead and answer the questions. What y'all have for number 1? Let me know if y'all have for number 1.
6F plus 14G.
Say it again. Y'all have for number 1.
8Y plus 6X.
8Y plus
6X.
Number 1.
8Y plus
8Y
6X.
plus 6X.
Okay, so let's do number 1. So number 1, this will be this video. So number 1, we have.
Oh yeah, it's 8.
So number 1, we have. Please, Alora, look at the working as Alora. So we have 6Y plus 4X. All right. Minus 7Y. Plus what? Plus 4. Sorry, plus 9Y. Plus what?
2X.
Plus 2X. Good. And this is going to be equal to. It's going to be equal to We have to group all the like terms. So it's gonna be 6y. So 6y minus what? Minus
7y
7y
plus 9y
plus 9y
plus 4x
plus 9y plus what? Plus
4x
4x. Good. Plus what?
plus 2x.
2x plus 2x. Good. Now we have all of the y's together and all of the x's together. What is 6y minus 7y is going to be what?
That would be 1y
Negative 1y plus what?
plus 9y
Plus 9y plus what?
plus 6x.
Plus 2x, 4x plus 2x is what? 6x. And we have negative 1y plus 9y is going to be what?
8y
8y. 8y
plus
plus what?
plus 6x.
6x. Did anyone else get that? 8y plus 6x. Let me
I
know,
did.
please. 8y plus 6x.
I did.
It's gonna be 8y.
I got that.
8y
Oh, I got that. I got that.
plus
I got that.
6x. Number 2, what y'all have for number 2?
5D plus 4E.
5D plus
Yeah. 5D plus 4E.
I got 7D.
5e plus 4e.
All right, let's look at the D's. We have 2D, we have 3D, negative 3D, and we have 6D. So if we do them together, that's going to be 2 plus negative 2, negative 3, and 6. That's going to be 5D plus
4.
plus 4E. Did anyone get that?
Okay.
Did anyone get that? Did anyone
Yes,
get
sir.
that?
I got that. I got that. Got that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
I did.
Good. Next we have number 3. What y'all have for number 3?
2F plus 14G.
14g
Plus 14G.
Say it again.
2F
Plus
plus
14.
14G.
Yes, sir.
So we have, so let's do the F's. We have 6 minus 7 plus 3, which gives us what?
4.
2F.
Okay, give us 2f
Mhm.
plus 14g.
Plus 8 plus 6 is what?
14.
8 plus 6 is 14. So it's going to be 14G. Did we get that?
Yes, sir.
Good.
I didn't know the answer for that one.
Okay, let's do number 4.
Pardon me, Mr. Petit.
K plus
Number
7x.
4, what y'all got for number 4?
K plus
K
7x.
plus 7x.
Say it again?
K plus 7x.
K plus 7x.
Yeah, K plus 7S.
6K or just K?
Just K.
Just K.
Negative 1K plus 2K is 3. Oh. Yeah. You take
Pardon me,
the
Mr. Petit.
sign of the bigger number, Mr. Petty.
We're gonna do it right now. 8K plus 4S minus 9K plus 2K plus 3S plus 3S. So what are you gonna do? We're going to do the K's. So it's gonna be 8K and negative 9K. So it's gonna be 8K, right? Minus what?
9K.
Minus 9K. Bring down this 2K, right? Plus
Yes.
what?
Negative 1K.
Plus 2K. And we have the S's, so it's gonna be
4S plus 3S.
4S plus
3s.
3s. And so we have 8k minus 9k, which gives us what?
1k.
Negative 1k
K plus 2k.
plus 2k. That's going to be plus 2k.
Plus 7s.
What do we have with 4s plus 3s? That's going to be what?
7s.
Plus what? 7 what?
S.
S. It's going to be equal to. It's going to be equal to. It's going to be equal to. Negative 1 plus 2 is what? It's going to be what?
1k.
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 1k plus what?
7s.
7s. Did anyone get that? 1k plus
No.
7s?
We did.
I did.
Get that.
Yes, sir.
Did.
You did.
Sasha,
Pardon me, Mr. Petit.
I'm
uh-huh.
lost.
I have to step out. Something unexpected happened.
Oh,
So can you please send me the
I will.
the link for the video for
I will.
tomorrow, please?
I will.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. So we have k plus 7s.
Mr. Petit, you could help me to remember what the rule is for the 1, 2, 3, the third part. 1k, negative 1k plus 2k, please.
What you got? What you put?
Mr. Petit, I use the sign of the bigger number and put 3.
No, when I say use the sign of the bigger number, no, I mean you could subtract and use the sign of the bigger number for your answer.
So the answer is positive, but
1k.
still subtract.
Because you have this big old negative in there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Or you could do like I do with the circles with the positive and negatives. You have 2 positives, 1 negative. The positive and negative are gonna cancel, leave you with just one more positive.
Thank you.
Good. Did we get k plus 7s? Did we get that? K plus 7s.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where is Shanair Mitchell? Shanair Mitchell, are you there? What you got for number 5?
Number 5.
Uh-huh.
13q plus 7.
Say it again.
13q plus 7w.
13q plus what?
7w.
She said she got 13q plus 7w. Anyone else got that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I did.
I did. 13q plus 7w.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Does it still count if I have 1k?
Yeah, 1k is fine. Yeah, 1k is fine. What class? What y'all got for number 5? Let me know what y'all got for number 5.
13q plus
13q
7w.
plus 7.
Okay, let's do it. So we have 10q, right? Negative 5q, and what? 8q, right? We bring them together, all them together. That gives us what? 10q minus what? 5q plus what? 8q, right? And we have what? Then we have 3w and what? 4w. So we bring this together. So we have plus 3w plus what? Plus 4w. And that leaves us with, what is 3w plus 4w? That's gonna be what? 7w, right?
7w.
Good. And we have what? 10q minus 5q is what?
5q.
5q. Very good. 5q. 5q. Plus what?
8Q.
Plus 8q. And this is plus 7w. And what is 5q plus 8q? It's going to be what?
13Q.
It's going to be what?
13Q.
13q. 13q plus what?
7W.
Plus 7w. Class, do we understand this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone got all 5 right? Anyone got all 5 right?
I did.
Yes, I
Anyone got
did.
all 5 right? Anyone got all 5 right?
I got all 5 right.
I got only
I did.
Did.
Anyone else got all 5 right? All 5 right. Let me.
I did.
Me.
I did.
Me. All right.
Good.
I'm gonna send it to you real quick.
Anyone got one wrong? One wrong. One wrong. One wrong. Anyone
I
got,
did.
like Keisha. Anyone got one wrong? Anyone else got one wrong? Anyone got?
I don't get things on Miss Petit.
Yeah, right.
You know that.
Yeah, right. Anyone got? Anyone got 2 wrong? One got 2 wrong. Okay. What I need y'all to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Laura, you understand how we got this?
No, sir.
What you mean you don't understand?
Like how when you finish with the first part, I don't understand nothing else after that.
Which one? What you mean? Which part?
Like after, like how you get the 1Ks and stuff like that. I don't
Well,
understand that.
well.
For number where is this? 4.
Okay. What else? What you talking about?
I basically don't understand nothing.
So you say when we have 8K and 9K, we bring them
Yes, sir.
together, and then we have the 2K, right? And then we do 8K minus 9K. What is 8 minus 9?
1.
1, but
negative
it's
1.
-1, right? What is 4s plus 2s?
Pardon?
What is 4s plus 3s?
7.
7s,
Seven.
good. Good, and then what is -1k plus 2k?
3.
No, -1 plus 2k. -1k plus 2k is what?
Positive 1.
Positive 1k. Plus what?
Plus 7s.
Plus 7s, and that's how we get. Now, it's just 1k, so we just put k. So it's k plus
Okay.
7s, all right?
Okay.
And it's not okay, Alora, you know better than that. It's either yes or no, so. So Alora, what you have to do is you have to practice this on your own because we did a lot of examples. So you have to practice this on your own and get a hang of it. Put an I inside the chat, people, if you understand. Put an N if you still don't understand. Again, put an I inside the chat if you understand. Put an N if you still don't understand. This requires a lot of practice, and so you may not get it on the first try, but as we continue to practice, you'll be able to get it. All right, but you have to practice.
I did it in summer school, but I can't remember what I did.
Okay.
And I got 100.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're gonna move on to health science and general science. If you're not doing health science or general science, you can leave. But those of us who are doing health science and general science, we must stay back.
good
Good
night,
night,
Mr.
Mr. T.
P.
Good night.
Good night. Good
Health
night.
science and general science, please stay back. Again, health science and general science, please stay back.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, those of us who are doing health science and general science, let's stay back. Okay, so the last thing we were doing, health science, we're talking about we were talking about the systems, all right? So They're all drawings. Signature colors and shit. Okay, let's go ahead and answer these. Okay, good. So this is my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, right? No, Tuesday. Tuesday, the what? 19th of November, 2024. The subject is, of course, health science. The last time we were here, we were looking at all of the systems of the human body. I think we talked about all. I think we covered all 10. All 10 of the major systems. Go ahead.
If we ain't doing health science, we could leave.
What are you doing?
English and maths.
English and math. Yeah, if you're not doing health science, you could go.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Topic. We're gonna be looking at the skeleton. Well, no, I think we already did the skeletal system. We did the digestive system. I remember that. And we talked, well, at least the last time we were here, we just talked at length of, the different types of systems that we have in our body. We talked about the digestive system at length, like we explained that properly. Today I want us to talk about in depth now. Already did the skeletal system, already did the digestive system. So we have to look at the muscular system and how does that work? And the different muscle cells and stuff like that. So let's talk about that. So the muscular system. We already said that the muscular system is there to. So if I ask you, what is the purpose of the muscular system? What would you tell me? Like, what is the function of it? What would you tell me?
To move the joints of the body, I think.
To help, anyone else? What is the function of the muscular system?
To help cushion the bones.
Help cushion the bones. The bones need cushion.
To give the body skin.
To give the body skin.
To avoid the bones from rubbing together.
To avoid the bones from rubbing together. How many muscles do you think inside a human body? How many muscles you think?
At least
128.
128. We know how many bones?
306.
306. No. We know how many bones in the body. How many bones in an adult human body? How many bones?
It's over 600 muscles, right?
How many bones?
Human bones is
206 and
206.
600 to 800 muscles.
200 bones, right? And 206 bones. That's in an adult. In a baby, how many bones we have for a baby?
300.
300, right? So
300.
So for the skeletal system, the bones is 206. In a baby, it's 300. Why is there more for a baby? Why is there more for?
Because as the baby matures, they have
Smaller bones.
Yes, as the baby grows, the bones fuse together. But we're talking about the muscles. Someone mentioned it. They told me the number. There are about how many muscles?
600.
Yeah, about more than 600 muscles. Over 600 muscles, right? So the muscular system is there to help our body do what? The muscles in our body help us to do what?
Move.
That's very good.
What movement?
That was the move from what? From place to place. right? So they help with movement. So the muscles in our body help us to move from place to place, as well as move substances through the body. Laura, what is the function of the muscles in our body? What does it help us do?
The muscle is in our body, helps to move the place to helps to move from place to place, as well as move substance throughout the body.
Very good. And Wyatt, what's the function of the muscles in the body?
Help us to move place to place as well. Move substances throughout the body.
Very good. It helps us to move from place to place, and also helps to move substances. Helps to move substances in the body, through the body, I should say. All right.
Helps with running, jumping,
Yeah, all of that stuff.
standing.
Yes, I agree 100%. So we have this system. What other system does this system work with to perform these, actions? This system works together with what system?
The nervous system.
That's true, but
That's
that
cardiovascular system.
no, you're all too deep. What system does the muscular system work with?
The digestive system.
No.
The skeletal system.
Thank you. The skeletal system. Thank you. The skeletal system. Because why the skeletal system? Because what is your muscles attached to?
Your bones.
Your bones, right? So the system works with the skeletal system and nervous system as well, because that what helps it to move, and nervous system to allow for movement. To allow for movement. Aiden Frandu, where's Aiden Frandu? Aiden Frandu, can you hear me? Where's Aiden Frandu? 5. Aiden Frandu, can you hear me? There are 5 main functions of this system. There are 5 main functions of the system. Number 1. What is that organ in that beats and never stops?
The heart.
The heart. What is the heart? What is the heart?
The heart is a muscle.
Heart is a muscle. So the heart helps.
We are there, beat and never stops now because people is dead.
We're talking about living organisms. So while they're living, it don't stop. Helps the heart to beat. What else? If it helping the heart to beat, what is causing? It helps the blood.
To move around.
Helps the blood. Helps the blood to do what? To circulate. Yeah, to
Flow
circulate.
through your body.
Yeah, to circulate. Then it pushes food because it's inside the digestive system as well. So it pushes food through the alimentary canal, and aids in digestion. So you have smooth muscles which are in your digestive system. Then how about in reproduction? It helps what? It helps to push.
Reproduce.
Helps to push babies what? Through the birth canal. Without muscles, that's not gonna happen. And finally, it helps with breathing. Helps with breathing. Jeremiah Roll, can you give me 2 functions?
So, Mr.
Jeremiah,
Petty,
One
Is the
second.
lung also a muscle?
One second, Sashnik. Jeremiah rule.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me two functions of the can you give me two functions of the can you give me two functions of the health of the muscular system?
Okay. The muscular cells help you like be able to like like you like push it with like your muscles and like your bicep.
Read the functions.
There are 5 functions of the system. Helps the heart to beat. Helps the blood to circulate. Pushes food through the alimentary canal
canal.
and aids in digestion.
Very good.
Helps to push babies through birth canal. Helps with breathing.
Very good. Megan Penniman, what are the 5 functions of the muscular system?
It helps you to push babies through the birth canal and helps with breathing.
I asked for 5.
Pushes fluid through the alimentary canal and aids in digestion, helps the blood to circulate, and helps the heart to beat.
Very good. Where is Nevaeh? Nevaeh, are you there? Nevaeh, are you there? Where's Nevaeh?
I'm right here.
Nevaeh, why are you not saying in your notes?
Because I don't have.
Are you even writing down the notes? What are you doing? Are you
Writing down notes?
Please do not respond with an attitude, please. Let me ask again. What are you doing?
Writing down the notes.
Okay. But you need to send them to me.
Oh, yes, sir.
So when your mommy come, you have to send it to me.
Okay.
What are the 5 functions of the muscular system?
You mean me?
I mean you, yes.
Pardon?
I mean you, yes. What are the 5 functions of the muscular system?
It helps the heart to beat. It helps the blood to circulate. It pushes food through the
Alimentary canal.
alimentary canal and aids in digestion. It helps to push babies through the birth canal and it helps with breathing.
Very good. Okay, so let's talk about the amount of muscles we have. So there are more than 600 muscles in the human body, and all these muscles are controlled by what? By the nervous system. By the nervous system. Now, the nervous system consists of the brain and what else?
The spinal cord.
The spinal cord. Very good. And the nerves and all them stuff. So there are two types of movement. There are 2 types of movement of muscles. Do you know the 2 types in the human body?
Involuntary and voluntary movement.
Very good. There are 2 types of movement. The first one is involuntary movement. Now, what do we mean by involuntary? Involuntary movement.
Movement that you can
control it.
Movement of what?
movements that you can control.
Movement that you cannot control. That's what I mean by involuntary. You cannot control it, right? That's what I mean by involuntary movement.
Mr. Petit, after system, I see there are 2 types.
There are?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You had a question. I didn't get back to your question.
I was asking if the lung is also a muscle.
The lung?
Because I see where it says that helps with the beating of the heart. And then you said the heart is also a muscle. So I was wondering when it says help with breathing, if that was
No. With the diaphragm.
okay. Thank
The
you.
diaphragm is a dome. You know what the diaphragm. You know what I mean when I say the diaphragm?
No, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. Let me show you the diaphragm. The diaphragm is let me show you all. The diaphragm is the main muscle in the respiratory system. So this is your lungs, right? The diaphragm is let me show you if you have a good picture. Okay, there it is. This is the diaphragm. And based on whether you breathe in and breathe out, the diaphragm either contracts or relaxes. Okay.
Understood.
So that's what I mean. It helps with breathing. Very important. See it again.
So
You
the
see it.
muscle that assists with breathing is the diaphragm.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Got a question, by the way. Let's see what else they have to say. Is the lung a muscle? No. What does AI think say? The main muscle used for breathing is the dome-shaped muscle that separates the chest and abdominal cavities. When you inhale, the diaphragm contracts, means it pulls down, increasing the size of the chest cavity. And when you exhale, it relaxes and does the opposite. All right.
Thank you.
Good. Now let's move on to good. So involuntary movement. Now, involuntary movement is a movement that you have no control over. So those movements that we have no conscious control, right? No control over, and the body handles how? Automatically. What are some things that we do not control? It just happens automatically.
The heart. Yarning.
Your heart beating. What else?
Yarning.
Yawn. Yarning. That's funny.
Not really.
Cleveland, what do you have to say? It's Cleveland. Cleveland, be careful. Be careful. You hear me?
So.
Good. We did swallowing, so automatically, such as what? Heart beating. And what else? And breathing. Okay, heart beating and breathing. We do them automatically. And the muscles. So for example, your heart is an organ, but it has cardiac muscles in it. All right, so let me just be clear about that. And those muscles, those cardiac muscles, they are involuntary muscles. Like they just operate like involuntarily. And it's a good thing that breathing happens involuntarily and heart beating happens involuntarily, because otherwise when you're sleeping, it's a good thing, you would die. All right, so voluntary muscles, movement, sorry. What a voluntary movement. What does that mean?
Controllable actions and movements.
Very good. Things that we could control. So those movements that we can control, such as walking, speech, and exercise. The muscles connected to the skeleton are controlled by voluntary movement. So those, like the biceps, the triceps, those things, they are voluntary, right? We can control them, all right? They are controlled by our conscious effort, all right? That's what I mean by voluntary and involuntary. Okay, so class, what are two types of movement that we have? Two types of movement that we have.
Involuntary.
Involuntary movement and voluntary movement.
Very good. Involuntary movement and voluntary movement. Miles, where's Miles? Miles, have you sent in the maths notes yet? Yeah. Say it again. Say it again.
I still get it right down. I haven't finished yet.
Okay, you're writing it down now?
No, we're writing the science.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next we have Nevaeh, what are two types of movement that we have? Two types of movement that we have, Nevaeh.
Pardon?
Two types of movement. Tell me the two types of movement that we have.
Heart beating.
No, the
and
two
breathing.
types. The two types. There's two types of movements.
Involuntary movement and voluntary movement.
Very good. What's the difference between involuntary and voluntary?
Involuntary movement is like when we don't have no control over the body. And voluntary movement is movements that we can control.
Very good. Class, give me some examples of involuntary movements. Involuntary movements.
Heart beating and breathing.
Heart beating and breathing. Give me some examples of voluntary movements. Voluntary movements. Examples would be
Walking,
examples would be walking. What else?
speeches.
Oh, we already have it. Walking.
Walking.
Running.
Speaking or exercising.
Right. We already have examples. I'm sorry. We already have examples. We don't need more examples. Walking, speech, exercise. Those are all examples of voluntary movements. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the common muscles of the body. So common muscles of the body would be common muscles of the body are, we have the biceps and the triceps. That's the what? The upper arm. And then we have the shoulders are called deltoid. And the chest are called pectorals. The buttocks are called gluteus maximus. Gluteus maximus. And the thighs are called quadriceps for the front, quadriceps for the front, and hamstring muscles for the back, in the back. Okay. So the upper arm muscles, what do we call that? The upper arm muscles. What do we call that?
Bicep and tricep.
Biceps and triceps. The shoulders are called what?
Deltoid.
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 The chest is called the what?
Called pectorals.
Pectorals. The buttocks are called what?
Maximus.
Gluteus.
Gluteus maxima.
Gluteus maximus. Very good. The thighs are called
Quadriceps.
quadriceps. Very good. That's for the front, and the back is called what?
Hamstrings.
Hamstring. Hamstring. Very good. Do you all have this written down? Let me know if you have this written down, so we can.
I'm at the thighs. I'm at thighs.
Thighs. Okay.
No, I'm at the thighs. But thighs.
Okay. Quickly write this down for me, please. Antoine. That's Antoine.
Yes, sir.
Are you finished writing this down?
I don't have time.
Okay, you don't have science. Okay. And Isaiah Brown. Isaiah Brown, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Mr. Vadi.
Yes.
Can you send me a picture of this, please?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Where's Isaiah Brown?
Thank you.
No problem. Where's Isaiah Brown? Can you hear me, Isaiah? Here's Ricardo. Ricardo, can you hear me? Where's Ricardo?
Yes, sir.
What are two types of movement for the muscles? Two types of movement.
Involuntary and voluntary.
Very good. Involuntary and voluntary. What's the difference between the two?
Involuntary are the movements that we have no control over, and voluntary are the movements we have control over.
Very good. So let me ask you a question. Ricardo, do you send me the notes?
I haven't got a chance to yet.
You have to send me the notes, you know, Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
You can't just be here not sending the notes. Are you writing them down?
Yes, sir.
But you have to send them, Ricardo?
Yes, sir.
When are you gonna send them?
Tonight.
Yes, you have to send them. Send the notes. The rest of you, have y'all sent in the notes as yet before we move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My minister works.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
So, but again, last one right now. I'll finish it.
All right. All right, are we done? Let me know if y'all finished, please.
I have a screenshot.
We done?
Yes, sir.
I'm done.
All right, good.
I'm done.
All right, good. All right, are we done with this? Let me know, please, before we move on.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
I need y'all to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need y'all to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Gabe.
Mr. Petit, most likely tomorrow I'll send you the work because my mommy will be coming home until after 10 and I'll be sleeping already.
All right, let's go on to general science. For those of us who are doing general science, let's move on.
Hey, good night, then. Good night.
You're not doing general science, Mushroof?
Well, like you see, I am, but like what do you call it again? I do afternoon class for them.
No, you have to stay back.
Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then.
And it's
Mr.
not
Petit, I wasn't done yet.
well, you're supposed to write
my fault.
faster.
My bad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today is Tuesday. Tuesday the 19th of November.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I'm not doing general science.
For those of you who are doing general science, please stay back. The rest of you who is not doing general science, you can leave. General science people, stay back. All right.
Physics, sir?
Say it again.
Will you do physics?
Who's this speaking?
Malia Delaveau.
Say it again.
Malia Delaveau.
No, I know physics. No. All right. So the last thing we did was we was talking about the flower. We was talking about the parts of the flower and their significance. Today we're going to be talking about pollination. How does that happen and stuff like that. Pollination. Pollination and fertilization. So we're going to be looking at pollination, and fertilization. Some people spell it with an S, but some people spell it with Z as well. Okay, pollination and fertilization. So let's just recap the parts of the flower. I just want to show you all that again. We know we talked about let me just show you all the picture first. So this is the picture that I gave you all last week, and we're gonna go over it. So we have, so this is the parts of the flower. So we have the stamen. And what two things are part of the stamen? What two things are part of the stamen? What two structures are part of the stamen?
The anther and the ligament.
The anther and the filament. Very good. The anther and the filament. And then we have the style. I mean, not style. We have the pistil. What three structures are part of the pistil?
Stigma, style, ovary.
Very good. The stigma, style, and ovary. Which one is the male part? Which one is the female part?
The male part is the stamen and the female part is the pistil.
Very good. The male part is the stamen and the female part is the pistil. All right. Now, pollination is where reproduction begins. And so basically, if we look at the stamen, just say right there, the anther is where the pollen is going to be. And that pollen has to get into the stigma, all right? And that's pollination. So let's talk about it. So pollination, let's talk about pollination. Pollination, by definition, pollination. So reproduction, write this down for me, please. Reproduction begins with pollination. Reproduction begins with pollination. A flower is pollinated when a pollen grain arrives on the stigma. So this is very important to know when pollination happens. When is a plant considered to be pollinated? So pollination is when that pollen lands on the stigma, right? That's right there. So when we have pollen here, right there. When we have pollen there, that's what we call pollination, when pollen arrives on the stigma. All right, Antoine, what is the definition of pollination? How do we say, how do we know when a plant or flower is pollinated?
A flower is pollinated when a pollen grain arrives to the stigma.
Very good, Charisse. Gator, when is a flower pollinated? Charisse Gator. Where's Charisse? Charisse, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean when we say a flower is pollinated?
When a pollinated grain arrives on the stigma.
On the stigma. So this right here is the stigma, right? So when this pollen grain arrives on the stigma, the same pollen grain, what I have in red, when that arrives on the stigma, we call that pollination. So let me enlarge this. Or we say that the plant is pollinated. So let me enlarge this. So let's say that the pollen from the anther, right? The pollen from the anther goes to the stigma. What do we call that? What is this called, class?
Stigma.
Pollination.
Oh.
Let me try it again. When the pollen from the anther goes to the stigma, what do we call that?
Pollination.
What do we call that, class?
Pollination.
Pollination. All right, that's what I mean by pollination. So a flower is pollinated when the pollen grain arrives on the stigma. If the pollen grain, so we're going to differentiate self-pollination versus the other type of pollination. So very important now, let me put this in blue. If the pollen grain is carried from the anther to the stigma on the same flower, this is called self-pollination. This is called self-pollination. So self-pollination is when we have the pollen from the same plant, right? The pollen from the same plant arise in the stigma of the same flower.
Use Miss Petit.
That's self-pollination. Go ahead.
How does the pollen grain get there?
Pollen grain get there. Number one, the wind. Number two, you have birds.
And the insects drop them off.
And insects, right? That's how it's carried. All right. That's why they say honey bees is so important for pollination, because they could carry the pollen from one plant to the other, or from the same plant. So this is called self-pollination. Now if it is carried, if it is carried to the stigma of a different flower, it is called cross-pollination. So can someone differentiate for me the difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination? What's the difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination?
Cross-pollination is more involuntary and self-pollination is like more voluntary.
No.
Cross-pollination.
Okay.
Cross-pollination is when, you know what, never mind.
No. Anyone else want to try?
Cross-pollination is when
Go ahead, Sashini.
cross-pollination is when the the pollen is carried from a different plant to the stigma of another plant, and then self-pollination is when it's from the same plant to the same plant.
Very good. Very good. Say it again, please.
Self-pollination is when the pollen is carried to the stigma of the same plant. And then cross-pollination is when the pollen is carried from another plant to the stigma of another plant.
Very good. All right, so let me show you a cross-pollination, what I was saying. So these are two different flowers, right? Y'all can see that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
These are two different flowers, right? Two different flowers. So here inside the anther, what we have? We have what? Pollen grains, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's say, for example, you have a bee or you have the wind, right? Take this pollen grain and send it over to this plant or to this stigma. What is that? Is that self-pollination or cross-pollination?
Cross-pollination.
Cross-pollination. Why?
Because the pollen came from another plant.
It comes from another. It comes from
externally. It happens externally.
Exactly, from another plant. Right. So cross-pollination is when pollen grains come from a different plant, right? Come from a different plant and goes to the stigma of another plant. That's cross-pollination. Cross-pollination. Okay. Ajani, where's Ajani? Can you hear me, Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani? I can't hear from Ajani. Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I be excused, please?
Quickly. What's her name? Randolph, where's Randolph? Randolph,
Yeah, I'm here.
what is cross-pollination? What is cross-pollination?
It's when plants cross-pollinate.
What is cross-pollination?
It's when plants cross-pollinate.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? When I say cross-pollination, that's when the
Pollen from one plant go to another one.
the pollen from one plant goes to another plant. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is self-pollination?
But Mr. Petit, that's kind of like what I just said.
Pollen from one plant.
Wait, Randolph, you said something?
Mr. Petit, that's like kind of like what I said.
No. What you said was, I said, what is cross-pollination? And you say when plants cross-pollinate. You can't explain it by using the same word. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So when I say what is cross-pollination, you have to tell me that it's when pollen grains from the anther of one plant, right, goes to the stigma of the other plant. You see? Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, what is self-pollination?
That's like when plants pollinate by themselves, probably with the
Yes.
help of.
So when pollen grains from the same plant, right, goes to the stigma of the same plant. All right. Again, the same thing. When the pollen grains on the same plant goes to the stigma of the what? Of the same plant. That's what we call what? Self-pollination. All right.
So.
Do y'all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Good.
sir.
So if pollen grain is carried from the anther of to the stigma of the same flower, it's called self-pollination. If it's carried to the stigma of a different plant, it's called cross-pollination. Let's continue. Meanwhile, my eyes. For some flowers, the pollen is carried by what? By the wind.
Insects.
And for others, they are carried by insects or occasionally by what? By birds. So that's pollination. Let's talk about fertilization now. So this is reproduction. This is how plants reproduce. Fertilization. So after the pollen grain arrives on the stigma, fertilization takes place. So what happens? The pollen grain grows as a tube down through the style until it arrives in the ovary. The male cell in the pollen tube then fuses or joins with the what? Female cell in the ovule. This forms a zygote. And a zygote is just basically a fertilized egg. which grows into an embryo.
Mr. Petit, that word sounds somewhat like a Pokemon just now.
What, embryo?
No, zygote.
Oh, zygote. Oh, young plant. And inside the seed. Inside the seed. All right. So basically, you have several things happening at once, right? So the plant or the pollen arrives on the stigma, right there. That's where the pollen arrives. The pollen is going to arrive right on the stigma right there. Let me use a different color, say black. So the pollen arrives on the stigma, right? And then what happens to it? Well, the pollen grain grows as a tube down through the style until it reaches what? Until it reaches the ovary. Now, when it reaches the ovary, the male cell in the pollen tube, so inside the pollen tube, you have the male cell. It's going to join or fuse with the what? Female cell in the ovule, right out. And then they're going to fertilize each other. So that fertilized cell, we call that the zygote. It's called a fertilized egg, called a zygote. And that's going to grow into an embryo, and an embryo is a young plant inside the seed. Okay, and that's how reproduction happens in plants. All right. So what is a zygote? What is a zygote? A fertilized egg. What is an embryo?
This no also that is the
What is
last. A young plant.
A young plant. Now, embryo could also be for humans too. Embryo that's not only for plants. Embryos is for humans too. Zygotes is for humans too. This kind of reminds you of the process that happens in humans too, right? With fertilization. The only thing is we don't have pollination, but we have fertilization. We have ovulation. We have zygote. We have embryo and all them stuff. All right. So once you finish with your notes, is there anyone who's finished? Once you finish with your notes,
I am.
You can leave. Again, once you finish
Good
with your
night.
notes, you can leave.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Take a picture of your notes. Take a picture of your notes. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp before you go. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp before you go. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp before you go. Good night. Good night.
Soon finish.
You soon finish? That's good.
Leave it.